Hello, passionate fans of the bold and the beautiful. Welcome back to our channel, where we dive deep into the sizzling drama, heart-wrenching betrayals, and unbreakable romances that keep us glued to our screens day after day. Today, we're tackling one of the most tantalizing questions buzzing through the soap opera world. Will we see the incomparable Rena Sofer slip back into the stilettos of Quinn Fuller, the queen of chaos, the mistress of manipulation? The woman who can turn a simple glance into a battlefield declaration of war. Quinn has been absent for far too long, but the winds of change are whispering her name. Could her explosive return shatter the fragile new romance between Carter Walton and Daphne Rose? Buckle up, because we're about to dissect this potential storyline in excruciating, delicious detail. We'll explore Quinn's dramatic exit, Carter's whirlwind evolution, Daphne's hard-won victory, and the cataclysmic clash that could ensue if Quinn storms back into Los Angeles. By the end, you'll be on the edge of your seat, speculating right alongside us. Let's discuss it together. Grab your coffee, settle in, and let's unravel this soap saga. To truly appreciate the potential fireworks of Quinn's return, we must first rewind the clock to that gut-wrenching moment when Quinn Fuller packed her bags and vanished from the glittering yet treacherous world of Forrester Creations. It wasn't just a simple goodbye, it was a thunderclap of emotion that echoed through the lives of everyone involved. Picture this: Quinn, portrayed with ferocious intensity by Rena Sofer, standing in the opulent confines of Carter's loft, her eyes blazing with a mix of love, fury, and regret. Carter Walton, the ever-loyal coup with a heart as vast as his legal expertise, had laid it all on the line. He wanted a future, a real, committed, ring-on-the-finger future with the woman who had upended his world. But Quinn... Quinn was a whirlwind of complexity. Her past was a tapestry woven with threads of betrayal, passion, and unyielding ambition. Married to Eric Forrester in a union that defied logic and loyalty, Quinn had always danced on the edge of danger. Her affair with Carter was forbidden fruit at its ripest, stolen kisses in hidden corners, heated nights that blurred the lines between right and wrong. Yet, when push came to shove, Quinn faltered. The disagreement wasn't just about logistics. It was a seismic rift in their souls. Carter dreamed of stability, of building a life free from the shadows of secrecy. Quinn, however, was haunted by her history. "I can't be tied down," she might have whispered, her voice trembling with the weight of her choices. Or perhaps it was Carter's ultimatum that broke her: choose me or lose me forever. In a scene that left viewers reaching for tissues, Quinn chose freedom, or what she perceived as freedom. She fled Los Angeles, leaving behind a trail of broken hearts and unanswered questions. Carter was devastated. We saw it in his slumped shoulders as he stared at the empty space where Quinn once stood, in the way he clutched her discarded necklace like a lifeline to a drowning man. The man who had risked everything for love was left picking up the pieces. Quinn's exit wasn't merely plot convenience. It was a masterful stroke of soap opera tragedy, reminding us that in the bold and the beautiful, love is as volatile as it is vivid. Fast forward through the months of Carter's solitude, and we witness a man reborn, or at least, attempting to be. Carter Walton, played with stoic charm by Lawrence St. Victor, didn't wallow for long. Soap operas demand resilience, and Carter embodied it. He threw himself into his work at Forrester Creations, burying his pain under stacks of contracts and boardroom battles. But healing doesn't happen in isolation. Enter Daphne Rose, a character who burst onto the scene like a breath of fresh, uncomplicated air amid the Forrester family's perpetual storm. Daphne isn't your typical ingenue. She's a woman with dreams, drive, and a laser-focused determination to claim her happily ever after. From the moment she laid eyes on Carter, it was clear he was the man of her dreams. Tall, handsome, principled, yet passionate, Carter represented everything Daphne had been searching for in the chaotic dating pool of Los Angeles. Their courtship unfolded like a classic romance novel. Stolen glances across the office, flirtatious banter during late-night work sessions, and finally, that electric first kiss under the twinkling lights of a Forrester gala. Daphne pursued him with a sweetness that contrasted sharply with Quinn's intensity, but make no mistake, fought for what she wanted. Carter, still nursing the scars from Quinn's abandonment, was cautious at first. "I've been burned before," his eyes seemed to say in those quiet moments alone. Yet Daphne's persistence wore down his defenses. She listened to his stories of heartbreak without judgment, offered comfort in ways Quinn never could. Stable, supportive, and utterly devoted. When Carter finally turned his full attention to her, it was a pivotal shift. He moved on, or so it seemed. Dates turned into sleepovers, whispers of "I love you" filled the air, and Daphne basked in the glow of victory. She had won the man of her dreams. But in the world of soaps, victory is fleeting, a mirage in the desert of drama. Little did Daphne know, the sands were about to shift dramatically. Now, let's imagine the scene that could set the entire storyline ablaze. Quinn Fuller, somewhere far from the glamour of LA, staring at her reflection in a mirror cracked by loneliness. Rena Sofer, with her signature blend of vulnerability and venom, would deliver a monologue for the ages. "What have I done?" Quinn whispers to the empty room, her hands trembling as she clutches a photo of her and Carter in happier times. The mistake hits her like a freight train. Leaving Carter wasn't liberation, it was self-sabotage. In the quiet exile, away from the adrenaline of schemes and seductions, Quinn confronts the truth. Carter was her soulmate, the one man who saw through her armor and loved the chaos within. This realization doesn't come gently. It's a torrent of flashbacks, passionate embraces in the Forrester mansion. Defiance stands against Eric's disapproval. The way Carter's touch made her feel alive in a way no one else could. Quinn, ever the strategist, begins plotting her return. But this isn't just about wanting him back. It's about reclaiming what was stolen by her own fears. She boards a plane back to Los Angeles, her mind a whirlwind of plans. Flowers? Apologies. Grand gestures. No, Quinn doesn't do subtle. When Quinn Fuller wants something, she becomes an unstoppable force, a hurricane in human form. Upon her arrival, the drama escalates to operatic heights. Quinn doesn't knock politely at Carter's door. She orchestrates a chance encounter at Forrester Creations, her entrance announced by the click of her heels echoing like gunshots down the hallway. Carter freezes, his briefcase slipping from his grasp. Quinn, he breathes, a mix of shock, anger, and undeniable longing flashing across his face. Daphne, sensing the shift in the air, bristles like a guard dog. But Quinn is relentless. She'd do anything to eliminate Daphne from the equation. Picture the schemes unfolding in vivid, heart-pounding detail. Anonymous tips to Daphne's rivals at work, planting seeds of doubt about her loyalty. Quinn might seduce a confidant to spill Daphne's secrets, or stage a public confrontation where she reveals intimate details of her past with Carter, making Daphne question if she ever measure up. "He was mine first," Quinn hisses in a dimly lit bar, her eyes locked on Carter as Daphne watches in horror. Quinn's tactics are a masterclass in manipulation. She could forge alliances with unlikely Elise, perhaps even Ridge or Brooke, leveraging old grudges to isolate Daphne. Late-night calls to Carter, laced with nostalgia and promises of change. "I was wrong, Carter. Let me prove it." Physical confrontations. Absolutely. Imagine a cat fight in the Forrester parking lot, hair-pulling and accusations flying as security rushes in. Quinn's pursuit isn't just romantic. It's a war declaration, dramatic and detailed in every calculated move. Yet, Daphne Rose is no pushover. If Quinn is fire, Daphne is steel-forged in the fires of determination and unyielding in the face of adversity. She finally has Carter, the love she's dreamed of, and she fight tooth and nail to keep him. Daphne's cunning emerges like a phoenix, surprising even herself. She's not above playing dirty, after all. In love and war, rules are for the weak. Envision Daphne's retaliation, digging into Quinn's past, unearthing scandals that could tarnish her reputation forever. Blackmail. Perhaps a whispered threat involving Eric's lingering affections. Public humiliations, like leaking photos of Quinn's wilder days to the tabloids. Daphne might rally Carter's friends and Paris, even Hopeto form a united front against the intruder. She's poisoned Carter. Don't let her drag you back into the darkness. The battle for Carter's heart becomes an intense, multi-layered feud. Office showdowns where files fly and voices rise to shrieks. Romantic dinners interrupted by Quinn's dramatic appearances. Bedroom scenes charged with tension as Carter wrestles with his emotions, torn between the familiar passion of Quinn and the stable promise of Daphne. The intensity builds episode by episode. The alliances shift, betrayals sting, and loyalties are tested to their breaking points. Stepping back from the hypothetical frenzy, let's address the burning question. Will Rena Sofer actually return to reclaim her role as Quinn Fuller? Sofer's portrayal has been iconic since 2013, earning her a Daytime Emmy for Outstanding Supporting Actress. Her chemistry with Lawrence St. Victor was electric, turning the Quinn-Carter pairing into one of the show's most compelling storylines. Since her exit in 2022, fans have clamored for her comeback, flooding social media with petitions and theories. Producers have been tight-lipped, but the introduction of Daphne feels like deliberate setup. Carter's quick rebound screams temporary placeholder, a classic soap trope to heighten stakes upon a veteran's return. Imagine the ratings boost. Quinn's re-entry could ripple through the entire canvas, serving tensions with Eric, clashing with Brooke's hypocrisy, even pulling in the Logan Forrester rivalries. Daphne, as a newer character, adds fresh blood, but Quinn is legacy. Her return would honor the show's history while propelling it forward. The battle wouldn't just be for Carter. It would symbolize themes of redemption, second chances, and the enduring power of toxic love. Fan theories, speculations, and what the future holds. As we speculate, the possibilities are endless. Will Quinn succeed, leaving Daphne heartbroken and vowing revenge? Or will Daphne emerge victorious, forcing Quinn into permanent exile? Could a twist reveal Daphne has her own dark secrets, leveling the playing field? Fans on forums debate heatedly. Quinn and Carter are endgame versus Daphne deserves happiness. One thing's certain, if Sofer returns, it'll be explosive. Her acting prowess would elevate every raw emotion in her eyes during confessions, the sly smirk in victories, the shattered vulnerability in defeats. Do you think Rena Sofer will don Quinn's jewels once more to ignite this Carter-Daphne triangle? Will Quinn's relentlessness prevail, or will Daphne's cunning claim the crown? The anticipation is killing us. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Predict the twists, vote on outcomes, and let's keep the conversation alive. In the meantime, we'll be watching every episode, dissecting every glance and whisper. The bold and the beautiful thrives on such drama, and a Quinn return could be the spark that sets the screen ablaze. Stay tuned, soap lovers, the best is yet to come. Thanks for joining our discussion today. Like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Until next time, keep loving the bold, the beautiful, and the brilliantly chaotic.